Hello everyone, today we're going to be taking the British Irish Dialect quiz. For each question, choose whichever comes closest to how you talk casually with friends. The first question is, was I raised in Ireland or the UK? I was born and raised in the UK. I've only ever left the UK for 6 days when I went to New York. Obviously I hear other accents on the internet, but in my day-to-day life I've only ever heard British accents. I have a Derbyshire accent, although I have lived in Scotland for about 8 years in total. The majority of my life was in Derbyshire and will be. I'm moving back there in a few months. So I'm expecting to get a Derbyshire dialect from this quiz. Let's see how it does. I was raised in Ireland or the UK. How do you pronounce the words door and paw? I'm going to say them both in a sentence because when I say words on their own, I usually pronounce them differently than when I say them in a sentence. So, let's see. Oh no, I can't pay, I'm dead poor. Oh, he didn't close the door. Paw, door. I pronounced them, that rhyme. They rhyme. Which is the south of England. It shows here on the screen that they do that in the south of England. I'm from Derbyshire's the middle of England, so that's okay. In Scotland they say, I thought they said doer and poor. I don't know, I can't do a Scottish accent. Which of these words, if any, would you use for a young person characterised by brash, loutish behaviour and often low social status? So I'm assuming they mean a chav. There are lots of words here, a lot of which I've never even heard of. We can choose all that apply. So, scally, I've never even heard that. Yob, I've heard of, but I would never use. Smick, I've never heard of. Chav, I feel like that's pretty universal. Townie, I've heard of. I didn't know what it meant, but I guess it means a chav. Skanger, I've never heard of that. Gurrier, I've never heard of that. Stig, I've never heard used in this context. I would have only used that to mean the stig. Chava, never heard of. Lout, I've heard of, but I would never use. Ned is what they use in Scotland, so I'm very aware of that, but I wouldn't use it personally, because even though I've lived in Scotland for 8 years, I've not really picked up any of the words. I still talk like I'm from Derbyshire. Scumbag, I'd probably use. I do use scumbag. Spied, I've never heard of. That sounds like the... Oh, no, like, when there's a spider, you'll be like, should I squish the spider? No, just let it spide. That's the only context I've heard spiders spied used in. Because spiders spied, because they're a spider, you know. Kev, never heard of used in that context. So, we'll go with chav and scumbag. Which is sort of Ireland and England, but not, it's a bit of a mixed bag. How do you pronounce the words full and fool? Oh, stop being such a fool. I eat so much, I'm so full. They do not sound the same, they sound different. So in Scotland they do sound quite similar. You'll say fool, or is it Scotland? I'm not sure. Some accents, they say them both like fool. Sorry if I just cut out there, my card got full, I had to delete some pictures. Hopefully this will leave enough space. Okay, so, where are we? Yeah, there was a little blob in Derbyshire where they do say scone, which is what I say. I'm surprised that so little of the rest of the country say scone, honestly. What do you call a small grey bug that curls up in a ball when it's touched? I think they mean a woodlouse. Woodlouse. Woodlouse is there. Okay, that's like the whole of England. Apparently in Scotland and Ireland they don't say woodlouse. I don't know what they do say, but they say something else apparently. How do you refer to your grandmother? I have two, and I call them different things. I'd say Nan. Oh, we can choose all that. I call my other Gran. So I call one of them Nan and one of them Gran. Which is a South English thing. So I have one grandma that lives in the south of England, I call her Gran. Whereas my Nan from Derbyshire, I call Nan. Most people say Nan or Nanon in Derbyshire. Which of these words, if any, would you use for a child's soft shoes worn for PE? They mean plimsolls. 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 We do use pumps as well. I say pumps sometimes, but I usually say plimsolls. I mean, I'd use words like trainers if it was a trainer, but the soft shoes for PE are plimsolls. Which is, yeah, so I'm from about here, so that's fair enough. As you pronounce them, do the words farm and palm rhyme? They sound like they do at the moment. Let's go to the farm. Let's grow a palm tree. Yes, they rhyme. Which is an English thing. Apparently they don't rhyme in Ireland or Scotland. Yeah, I think they say like palm and farm, something like that. Is it like palm instead of palm? What do you call a sweet and carbonated beverage? Fizzy juice. Which is a Scottish thing. I do say fizzy juice. They say fizzy drink in Derbyshire, but I grew up saying fizzy juice. My parents say fizzy juice. Don't know why they say juice instead of drink, but they do. That is a Scottish thing, but it's fine. What do you call it when a person gets a ride on the back of someone else's bicycle? Nothing. Nothing. No word. No word. Is there an option to skip? Oh. No word. Apparently most people have a word for it. I don't know. I don't know what that word is. Which of these words, if any, would you use for a running water smaller than a river? Like a stream? Stream. A rivulet, that's a bit posh. Trickle, creek, dike, burn, ditch, shuck, brook, beck. I've heard most of these, but I wouldn't use them. I'd only use stream, which is most of the South Country, but in Scotland they are weird apparently. Which of these options, if any, would you use for, as a general word, for the outer garment, for the lower half of the body with individual leg parts reaching ankle, trousers, choosers, choosers, that's what they say in Scotland, choosers, trousers, pants, I'm not American, trackies, you'd say trackies if they're trackies, and you'd say jeans if they're jeans. We do say jeans like quite, generally, like we say jeans if they're not jeans, to be honest. Like a lot of people do that. So I'm going to take jeans as well. Trousers and jeans. So that's a South English thing. I'm from the middle, so fair. How do you refer to your mother? I call my mum Moo, like moo cow, which is a long story in itself. But generally, if I was talking about someone else's mum, I'd say mum. I wouldn't say, oh, how's your ma? How's your mum? I'd say, how's your mum? Like, but mam is quite common where I'm in Derbyshire. More is common in Scotland. But if I'm talking to someone else, I'd say, how's your mum? How's your mum? I might say mum sometimes. So that's there, I'm from there, so that's fine. Which of any of these words would you use for someone you think is stupid? Or was it? I do like the word was it. Dummy? I don't use dummy. Dummy's a bit of a crap word. Gowl. Gowl, I've never even heard of that. Dope. Dope, you dope. I wouldn't use that. You idiot. I do use it. Numpty. I use numpty. Dose. No. Sick. It's a bit thick. I know it, but I wouldn't use it. Melt. Again, I do like the word melt, but I never use it myself. I think it's a fun word. You plank. You plank. Oh, that's good. Moron. I don't like moron. Pillock. I use. You pillock. Twip. Burke and Egypt. Egypt's like a south thing, I think. Those are the words I'd use. Let's see where that's from. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, a bunch of shit just happened, but I've changed my SD card. Should be fine. If I've missed anything, I've got extra audio from my screen capture, so it should be okay. We'll see. So, this is where we were at. Which of these words, if any, would you use for not showing up to school or work? Bunking. Bunking. Where's bunking? Bunking. Oh, bunk off. There we go. Let's see if I'd use any of the others. Doss. No, doss means something else. You dossing about. Mitch. Mitch as fuck. She Mitch as fuck. And you know what's up. Dog it. I know that word. I wouldn't use it. On the hop. Twag. Wag off. On the dag. Ditch. Ditch. Ditch is when you leave, not when you don't show up. Ditch. Oh, I'm gonna ditch. That's when you leave halfway through. That's a different scenario. Nick off. On the duck. Skip. I mean, yeah, skip. Oh no, I'm skipping. On the beak. Dog off. Skive off. Skive. I'd probably use skive. Play hooky. I wouldn't use hooky. I know that word, but I wouldn't use it. Bunk, skive. Yeah. So that's a southern thing, apparently. I'm just dead southern. I've never lived in the south in my life. Which of these words, if any, would you use for a heavy rainfall? It's tipping it on, it's pissing it on. You use every word. Pelting down. No, not pelting. Chucking it down. I use chucking it down. Pouring. It's pouring. No, I won't use it. Bucketing down. Yeah, use bucketing down. Pissing down. Yeah. Throwing it down. No. Lashing. No. Raining cats and dogs. No. Tipping down. Yes. Chucking it down. Bucketing down. Pissing down. Tipping down. All those. We have lots of words to describe rain here. How do you pronounce the words horse and horse? They're the same. Oh, I'm a bit hoarse. Oh, I have a horse. Oh yeah, that's an English thing. In Scotland they say things weird. Which of these words, if any, would you use for a piece of long cushioned furniture in the main room of the house? A sofa. A chase lounge. It's a bit fancy. An armchair's not long, an armchair's long. People do say settee and couch, but I say sofa, and this is what I say. That's also a southern thing, apparently. What is the name for the playground game in which one child chases the rest, and anyone who is touched becomes the pursuer? Dob. Dob. We don't have Dob on the list, but we do have Dobby, which is close enough. Just Derbyshire, exactly. What do you call the evening meal? I call all meals dinner, just to fuck with people. Every meal is dinner. Which is everywhere except Derbyshire. They say tea there. Most people, although a lot of people do say dinner as well. Like, we just call everything dinner because we're too stupid to differentiate things. How do you pronounce the word food and good? I really want some good food. Got them both at once there. They do not rhyme. In Scotland and Ireland they rhyme, apparently. Which of these words, if any, would you use to describe a baby? I just say baby because I'm not a weirdo. But in Scotland they say things like Ben, Wayne, things like that. So ween, babe, bab. Oh, they do say bab in Derbyshire. I don't say that, but they do say bab. You know, babby. I do say bab. I'll be honest. I say babby. Little babby. Sprog. Sprog. Nipper. Ben. Nipper sounds like a Cornish thing or something. I don't know. The little one. Ween. You ween. I'll go with babby. Which is, yeah, a bit around here. How do you refer to your grandfather? I call him Grandad. Just Grandad. Nothing tad cute. Who say tad cute? Grandad. Which is everywhere that's not weird. How do you pronounce the words but and put? Oh, but I don't want to put it there. Oh, but I don't want to put it. But, yeah, they rhyme. Oh, in the south and the north they don't rhyme. Only in where I'm from they rhyme. How do you pronounce the A in last? Last father. That's different. Last cat. That, last cat. That sounds similar. The A in last father and cat all sound the same. No. Neither a cat, last father. I'll go with cat and last. They sound very good together. My map. So which says I'm from around Sheffield, Nottingham area, which is good. Like I said, I'm from Derbyshire, which is near Nottingham, although I think it's like this one here. I'm not sure exactly, but I'd say it's a good guess. Slightly to the west of where I'm from, but fair enough. Should I play where I'm from? Derbyshire. Yeah. Let's keep going, kids. More, please. Which phrase would you be more likely to say? I don't know what is that. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. I don't know what is that. Oh, that's like half all the way through. What do you call the frozen snack consisting of? Oh, an ice pop. Ice pop. Where's ice pop? Oh, it's at the top there. Ice pop. Oh, that's only where I'm from as well. Nice one. Which of these words, if any, would you use for feeling cold? Chilly, freezing, Arctic, brass monkeys. Brass monkeys, that has to be fucking, what's it called? Cockney. Nippy, founded, parky, Baltic. I've heard people say Baltic, Nesh, perishing, nithered. I'll probably say freezing out of these. Which is a southern thing. How do you pronounce the final vowel in money? Money. 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 That's like Liverpool, isn't it? Which of these words would you use for being drunk? Steamed? No. Pissed? Yes. Languid? No. Mortal? No. Scuttered? No. Steaming? No, steaming something different. Wasted, yeah. Roast, smashed, I've used. Hammered, yeah. Plastered, no. I hear that a lot of these used, but I don't use them myself. Bladdered, wankered, pished, legless, lock. I'll go with these four. That's southern as well. I'm so southern. How do you pronounce herb? A silent H or audible H? Oh, I need to put some herbs in that. Herbs. I use an audible H. What do you call a celebration held for a woman who is about to marry? A hen do. Hen do. What do you call short undergarments? Oh, boxers. Boxers. How do you pronounce cow? Q. No, I do not say Q, I'm not Scottish. How do you pronounce the words figure and bigger? Figure. My figure's getting bigger. They rhyme. Who doesn't rhyme figure and bigger? What do you call the little creature that sprawls along the ground, carrying a snail? A snail. A shalakibuki. A dodman. Who is using these words? It's a snail, guys. Oh, it's just some place in Southern Ireland that's like calls them fucking dodmans or whatever. Which phrase would you be more likely to see? We haven't seen them. We've not seen them. I'd probably say we haven't seen them. We haven't seen them. Oh, that's an Irish thing apparently. Which of these words would you use for feeling pleased? Over the moon, ecstatic, made up, delighted, content, buzzing. I'd use buzzing. Thrilled, glad, chuffed, grand, happy. I'd use happy. Yeah, fair enough. What do you call a small round piece of baked yeast dough? I think it means a cob. Cob. Where's cob? Yeah, fine. That's just literally like Derbyshire. Which of these words would you describe someone who's moody? Pissed off? Yeah. Narky? Arsey? Crabby? Cranky? Mardy? Grumpy? Sulky? Crabby? Strappy? Miserable? Which of these words would you use to add emphasis to something you were describing? Like very, but even more so. Oh, like dead. Dead is the one I use the most. I'm always like, oh, it's dead good. Super, wild, fierce, horrid, fair, well, pure. I am picking up pure. They say pure in Scotland, and I am picking it up. But I'd more likely say dead. Should I take it? Should I not? I'll probably not. Hella. Bear. That's like a London thing there. We do use it a bit, but like mostly to take the piss. Okay, we're back. My battery died, I had to charge it, but we're back to how do you pronounce school? School or skill? School. Skill. What would you say if you wanted to call for a pause in a game? Time out! What do you pronounce the last sound in sandwich? Ditch, sandwich, ridge, sandwich, ridge, sandwich, ridge. How do you pronounce the letter H? With an odd, yeah, H. I say H. Apparently no one does that. I do that. Does again rhyme with rain? No. Again, rain. What? But apparently English people are supposed to say again and rain. Or ren, again and ren. But I say again and rain. I thought that was more common. Apparently it's not. Do you pronounce the two vowels in city with the same sound? City? No. City. city. How do you pronounce schedule? Beginning sh or sk, schedule, sk. While tea is being soaked in hot water, what would you say it's doing? Brewing. Which of these words would you use for feeling hot? Sweltering, warm, toasty, sweating, baking, roasting, boiling. Roasting, I'd say roasting. Oh, it's boiling, boiling, roasting, melting, mafting, scorching. I'd just say roasting probably. Oh, that's a Scottish thing apparently. Which of these words, if any, would you use to describe an attractive person? Fit, that's a bit old fashioned. Fit. Probably would still use it. A rhyme. He looks like a rhyme. Bonny, gorgeous, beauty, sexy. I do use sexy. He's a bit sexy. Stunner. Peng. Peng. I love the word peng, but I do not use it. A lot of people do that. It makes me laugh every time. Unreal. Hot. I do use hot. Looker, lush, and pretty. Pretty. I do use pretty. I'm quite boring. How do you pronounce the last sound in happy? Like the vowel in pay? Happy? No. P? Happy? Yeah. Happy? Pet? Happy? Pie? Happy? Pet? Happy? Happy like a Pete. What do we call the hollow under the arm at the shoulder? The armpit. Oxter. What's an oxter? What do you call a sport in which two teams of 11 try to kick or head a ball into the opponent's goal? Football. 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 How do you pronounce the vowel in nurse? Term, nurse, yeah. Which phrase would you be more likely to say? I threw the ball, I throwed the ball, I throwed the ball. How do you pronounce the words road and road? They do sound the same. What do you call the sweet stretchy treat that's chewed, not eaten? Chewing gum. Which phrase would you be more likely to say? He did it himself, he did it himself, he did it himself. How do you pronounce the vowel in fight? Fight, yeah. What do you call the piece of playground equipment where children sit at opposite ends of a plank? Oh, a seesaw. A teeter-totter. Everyone says seesaw. Who says teeter-totter? Which of these words, if any, would you use for a narrow walkway between two roads? A jitty. Jitty. Let's see if there's any other. Pavement, path, jigger, jog, footpath. These are different things. A 10-foot vennel, close, gennel, gully, cut, passage, snicket, alley, lane, twitten, alleyway, entry. I'd probably say cut sometimes, but mostly jitty. Which would you be more likely to say? I'll not do it, I won't do it, I won't do it. How do you pronounce the words finger and singer? They rhyme. How would they not rhyme? Finger, singer. Apparently mostly they don't rhyme. Finger, singer. How can they not rhyme? How are you guys pronouncing these words? What do you call the movement in gymnastics in which a person rolls forwards along the ground? A forward roll. How would you pronounce gate? Gay, get, gay, gate. How do you pronounce the words fair and fur? They sound different. How would you pronounce this? Oh, a roundabout. What do you call the metal frame set in the ground? A drain. A grate. A grate or a drain. Well, the drain's the drain, the grate's the grate. Oh, the metal frame set is the grate. The metal frame is the grate. The drain is the... The drain's the drain. The grate's the grate. Different things. Which phrase would you be more likely to say? The ball were in, the ball were hers. It's the ball were in, not the ball was in. Actually. How would you pronounce view? For you. How would you pronounce 6? 6. What do you call a small piece of wood stuck under your skin? A splinter. A scalp. That sounds like a Pokemon. What do you call a male sanitation worker whose job is to remove refusal from residential suite? Oh, a bin man. It's a bin man. What do you call the state of partial darkness between day and night? Oh, evening. Evening. What do you call the soft slip-on slippers? Slippers. Smocks. Wine and wine are the same. Tap water. Council chips. Corporation. Council pub. I love a council pub. Oh, that sounds like such a blokey thing to say. Tap water. Council pub. Love it. What do you call small brightly coloured red bee? Oh, a ladybird. A fishy part of me. Who's got these words for bugs? The bushy barnaby and what was the snail called? A skirky, skankery or something, I don't know. Which of these words, if any, would you use for feeling unwell? Unwell, poorly. All of them probably rough. I don't use bad. Peaky. Ill. Off colour. Crap. I use crap. Sick. And poorly. What do you call the season before winter? Autumn. Back end. Back end. What is the word for a four-door car with a permanent top? A car. A normal car. What if you were preparing a pot of tea? What would you say you were going to do? Make tea. Which of these words would you use as a general term and endearment? Hun? No. I hate hun. Bowie? No. Love? Love. You're at love. Probably. Back. Sweetheart. Sugar. Sugar. Lad. Lad. Dear. Sweetie. Duck. Duck's what you say in Derbyshire. I don't use it myself though. And this is what I say. Babe, darling, bad, mate, mate, kitty, lovely, pet, boy, hen. Hen's what you think guys go. Oh, it is still quite a Derbyshire thing to say mate and lad. Which of these words would you use for a female partner? A self, Mrs. Partner, mom, lass, girl, wife. If they're a wife, I'll use wife. A girlfriend, other half, lady, your bird, your woman, your wife. I don't talk this colloquially, like, I'm not a bloke, a blokey bloke. I'll just say like your wife or your girlfriend, I'm too proper. How do you pronounce 8? I pronounce it different depending on the circumstance. 8 and et. I use both. And that's annoying. Et. I'll probably say et more. Which of these words would you use to refer to people who are away from home, visiting your area for recreation? Tourist. Which of these words would you use to refer to a friend? Chum, lad, mate, bud, marrow, buddy, man. Yes. Dude, bro, brethren, my brethren. I'd use that like sarcastically. Pal, putty, mucker. Probably mate, dude, and bro. Which is southern. I'm dead southern. What do you call a frame for hanging clothes inside a house? A drying rack. A drying rack. Apparently no one uses that. What is the general word you use for sugar? Sweets. Sweets. What do you call... Well, oh, how do you pronounce pear and purr? They're different. A do and Jew. They're different. Different. Doll. Doll. No. That's magnificent. That's brilliant. That's unreal. That's splendid. That's ace. That's fantastic. That's bra. That's class. That's boss. That's fab. Moan and moan. They are the same. Oh, my map we've done. So I'm in the same place. I'm at Sheffield and Nottingham. Also Wolverhampton's in there now. And we can see the most distinctive maps that show where I'm from. So Dob, no one else says Dob, only we say Dob, in exactly here, which is Derbyshire. Cobb is Derbyshire and the surrounding area. They say Cobb in Ireland as well. Cobb, Herne. I was really surprised when I found out that only we say Herne. I thought that that would spread into like Yorkshire and around the area, but apparently it's just us that say Herne. We also say yawn, hin, etc. Jitty is our word as well. A is the northern pronunciation. But and put apparently is only us as well. Well, that's interesting, isn't it? So that's it for the dialect quiz. I'll link it below if you want to do it. It's great fun. See what people say where you're from. I don't know. Does it get you right? It got me pretty right. In the middle of England. Got on it. Although I have lived in Scotland for a long time. But I don't talk like that. I talk like I'm from Derbyshire. Because that's where I grew up. And where I'm going back to in a few months. Because it's where I feel like I belong. I'm a Derbyshire bitch. Peace.